Okay, so let's review metric conversions. Again, this is where you're going to use the Z. Okay, so you draw a capital Z with 2 arrows, one on each end. This one's pointing to the left and this one's pointing to the right. And then you need 7 steps. Okay, 3, the big one in the middle, and then 3 underneath it. Okay, remember the 3 on the top are your big King Henry dance, kilo, hecta, deca. And then your big step in the middle is where your base is. That's your meters, your liters, and your grams. Okay, so everything surrounds itself around meters, liters, and grams. And then underneath is your bottom 3, your deci, your centi, and your milli. Those are your little measurements. Okay, remember when you go up the scale, you're going to the left. You're going to move that decimal to the left. When you're going down the scale, you're going to the right, and you're going to move your decimal to the right. Well, we're going to do a couple practice problems real quick, and then we're going to do some word problems. So let's start with 43 centimeters. Let's do 4,300 centimeters equals how many meters? Okay, so I'm going to put 0.43. All right, so I'm going to rewrite my number. We're going cm to m. I'm sorry. Let's go to millimeters. So we're going centimeters to millimeters. So cm to mm. So that means I'm using these numbers, or these letters, I'm sorry. Cm would be here, mm would be here. So I'm taking 1 step down. So I'm moving to the right. So I'm going to take this decimal, I'm going to move it 1 place to the right. So 4,300 centimeters is 4 3/10 millimeters. Okay, if I have 6 kilometers, how many meters would that be? So 6 kilometers or kilometers equals how many meters? So I'm going to rewrite the number 6 and put my decimal. Okay, so I'm going to find km, so I'm going to find the k, and I'm going to the m. Now remember, if I'm going to just the m, it has to be this middle one. So I'm going 1, 2, 3 steps. Okay, I made 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3 jumps. And I went down, so I'm going to be moving to the right. So I'm going to take this decimal and I'm going to move it 3 places. 1, 2, 3 to the right. And then you're going to fill in the holes with zeros. So 6 kilometers is 6,000 meters. Remember, once that decimal's at the end, you don't need it anymore. Okay, so let's look at some word problems. This one says, a snowboard instructor has 4 2/10 liters of liquid wax for waxing snowboards. If she uses 1 milliliter for each snowboard, how many snowboards can she wax? So we're converting liters to milliliters. Okay, so we're going to take 4 2/10 liters and we're going to convert it to milliliters. So we're going to put 4 2/10. We're going L, which is by itself, to ML, which is down at the bottom. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 steps down. So we're going to take that decimal and move it 1, 2, 3 steps to the right. So 4, 2, 0, 0, and then there's a comma. So 4,200 milliliters. 4,200 milliliters. Okay. Deja wants to trim 3 5/10 centimeters from her hair. How should she move the decimal point to convert this number to millimeters? So she has 3 5/10 centimeters, and she wants to know which way to move for millimeters. So we're not necessarily having to work this problem out. We just want to know from cm to mm. So if here is cm, mm would be this one underneath it. So we're just going to take 1 step to the right. So 1 place to the left, nope. 1 place to the right, possible. 2 places to the left, nope. 2 places to the right, nope. So it is 1 place to the right. Okay, so check, just check. But we're going from centimeters to millimeters, so it's only 1 step down. Okay, 1 step is all I took to get from centimeters to millimeters. All right, this is a multi-step problem, so let's see what it has to say here. Vincent mixed 500 grams of raisins, 400 grams of dried cranberries, 300 grams of almonds to make trail mix. How many grams of cashews must he add to make 2 kilograms of trail mix? Okay, so let's think about what we have to do first. Okay, so first I'm going to add the 500 grams of raisins, the 400 grams of dried cranberries, and the 300 grams of almonds. So that's 1,200. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We want to know how many grams, which one of these is the number of cashews. So we're just going to start with each one. So I'm going to start with 140. So I'm going to take the 1,200 that I have, and I'm going to add 140. So I've got 1,340 grams, and I want to know how many kilograms. And then let's do the 1,200, which was 500 plus 400 plus 300 plus 200. So that's 1,400. So we're just writing out all these problems right now. And then 500 plus 400 plus 300 is 1,200 or 1,200. And let's add 800, because that's answer choice C. Okay. So that's 2,000. All right, and the last one is 1,200. So 1,200 plus 1,200 is 2,400 grams. And we're going to convert it to kilograms. So it says how many grams of cashews, so which one of these, would make 2 kilograms of trail mix. So we added what we knew plus each answer choice. So this was answer choice A, this is answer choice B, answer choice C, answer choice D. So I added this number, which is what we already had, to each of the answer choices to get a new total. Does that make sense? Okay, now we need to convert them to kilograms. So if I'm going from grams to kilograms, I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 steps to the left. So 1, 3, 4, 0, some decimal. 1, 2, 3 steps, 1.34. Well, that's not 2 kilograms, is it? Oh, sorry. So it's not A. Okay, 1,400, move the decimal 1, 2, 3 places, and it's 1 4/10 kilograms. So that is not 2 kilograms. I have a feeling it's going to be C. So 2,000 grams, move the decimal 1, 2, 3 places to the left, and that is 2 kilograms. So your answer would be C, 800 grams. So 500 plus 400 plus 300 plus 800 is 2,000. Move your grams to kilograms, 3 places to the left, and you get 2. Okay. Monica has 426 millimeters of fabric. How many centimeters of fabric does Monica have? So we have 426 millimeters, and we're going to centimeters. So 426 millimeters, and we're going to centimeters. All right. Milli to centi. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite my number 426, place my decimal. Remember, if it's not in the number, it's understood to be at the very end. All right, we're going from milli to centi. So we're going to take 1 step up. So we're moving 1 jump to the left. So I'm going to take the decimal and I'm going to move it 1 place to the left. 42 6/10 centimeters. Okay. Okay, let's look at some more word problems. Jordan has 3 2/10 liters of paint left after painting the scenery for the school play. How can she convert this number to find how many millimeters of paint she has left? So we're starting with liters and we're converting it to milliliters. Okay, so this one is asking you to either multiply or divide. So here's where you would look at your original notes where you wrote down how the conversions worked. Okay, so this is where we would look at, let me find mine, liters to milliliters. Okay, so liters to milliliters. Well, this is the same as what we did with customary. Liters is big, milliliters is small. So from a big to a small, we multiply, right? Okay, so it's going to be A or B. Now, look at your problem. 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. So we're going to multiply by 1,000. So your answer would be B, multiply by 1,000. Okay, you can use the Z-chart on that one. All right, number 17. Martin needs to ship a box that weighs 12,000 grams. How should he move the decimal point to convert his number to kilograms? So we're going grams to kilograms, right? Well, I don't need to really work it out. I'm just going grams to kilograms. So I'm going to look at my chart. Grams is right here in the middle, and we're going to kilo, so it's at the top. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 places, and I'm going up to the left. So no, 2 places to the right, nope. 3 places to the right, nope. 2 places to the left, nope. 3 places to the left. Grams to kilo, 1, 2, 3 to the left. Okay. Akeem has 24 meters of rope. Which of the following lengths is equal to 24 meters? So he has 24 meters. All your answer choices are in kilometers or kilometers. So you're converting 24 meters to kilometers. So 24, the decimal is understood to be at the end. So meters to kilometers. 1, 2, 3 steps. Notice I'm not counting this first step, okay? I'm standing on this one, okay? When you're counting steps, when you're walking, you don't start with the one you're standing on. You take your first step. 1, 2, 3. Okay? It's how many jumps, not how many steps there are, because there's 4 places, right? So it's how many jumps are you making. Okay, I just want to make sure you understand that. So I made 3 jumps, and I went from meters to kilometers, so I'm going up to the left. So I'm going to take this decimal, and I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3 places to the left. There is a hole here, so I have to fill it in with a 0. So 0.024 kilometers. So 0.024, it would be A. 0.024 is just perfect. Okay? Remember, the 0 at the beginning can be there or it can be left off. A pastry chef bought 2,600 liters, a liter container of vanilla extract for baking. If she uses 1 milliliter of vanilla in each batch of pastries, how many batches can she bake? So we're going from liters to milliliters. Okay, so I have 0.26 liters, and we're converting it to milliliters. So I already have a decimal, 0.26. Okay, and we're going from liters, which is in the middle, to milli, which is at the bottom. So we're going to start here. We're going to take 1, 2, 3 steps down and to the right. So I'm going to take that decimal 3 steps to the right. 1, 2, 3. The decimal is now at the end. And I'm going to fill in the hole with a 0. So 2,600 liters is 260 milliliters. So your answer would have been B. Okay, I hope that helps. I'm going to give you a few word problems today as your assignment. Remember, use this chart, but you might also need to make sure you look back at your measurements. So hopefully you wrote them all down. Okay, you need 7 steps. The middle step is the biggest, and that's where your base is, meters, liters, and grams. So that's length, volume, capacity, and weight. Moving up, you're going to move the decimal to the left. Moving down, you're going to move the decimal to the right. Okay? If you have any questions, please send me a message, email me, whatever you need to do. If I don't respond, try me a different way so that I can help you. I can do a Google Meet any day this week.